How are we doing, people? It's Mark here from the Throwback store, and you are tuned in to episode 15 of the Throwback podcast with myself and my amigo, Ginger Shaq. How are we doing?
Well, it's good. I am fine. I have rushed to get here to provide quality content for the people.
Yeah, I've been on a bit of a crazy one today as well. I've not stopped. So, yeah, it's nice to just catch up with you because we've not really been catching up in between pods. This has been our kind of friendship over the last couple of weeks. We catch up on here, which is nice. It's good, but
yeah,
obviously
just life, though, isn't it, mate? It's
Christmas.
Life, like Christmas and COVID and any other irritating ass-licking ball bag of a shit thing that begins with a C that gets in your way.
Exactly. But we can jump straight in to, we'll go with some NBA news. Obviously, we've got everybody back playing. Steph looks insane. Looks like he's just fell right back into doing stupid Steph things. So that's been nice to see.
Do you think he's took it a bit personal? Like all the kind of like KD's back, he's going to destroy the league, and like the Warriors ain't going to be shit without Clay.
Yeah.
No, he's like, nah, I was back to back.
I think.
Do you know what I mean? I was back to back MVP.
Yeah.
Unanimous. Like don't put some respect on my name.
Yeah, like Steph's got something to prove because he's kind of been forgotten in some respects. You've seen Lillard kind of break out, and everybody's kind of forgot about what Steph did. There's no Dame Lillard without Steph, really, in the NBA. The way Lillard's kind of improved is off the back of the way Steph played. Kind of opened the door to that style of play. So, yes, Steph's back, looking fit. Harden's back, looking fat.
You've got Steph back, looking fit, and you've got Harden back, looking thick.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Like, do you know what? Like I love all the posts. It was like Kendrick Perkins was like, "Yeah, just stuck me on a weave." Like, I get all the like flack, but do you know what? Like, he's still a fucking athlete.
Oh, of course, and he's still gonna
shit on 90% of people in like any physical exertion attempt. Like, do you know what I mean?
Of course, it's a bit weird because I don't know which pictures are photoshopped and which ones aren't. Because the training videos, he looked in good shape. Well, he looked in hardened shape, and then in them videos in the red, he looked like Father Christmas.
Yeah, but equally, like
Mark Henry.
Do you know what I mean? Equally, he could have had like, because it was a warm up.
He could have had 3 layers on.
Like he could have had a thermo layer. Like he could have had a tracker on. He could have had a like quite a loose fitting jumper. Then he's got a jacket on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about perception, isn't it?
It was funny.
Like, if you get a back, like everyone's took a picture when you think like, do you know what? I look shit hot right now.
Yeah.
And then like, there's one in that 5 pictures took on the camera roll. One of them, you look like a Krispy Kreme. Do you know what I mean?
An actual one though, but like the thing that made me laugh was the interview he did. He did an interview, and they were like, why did you go to Atlanta? And he was like, I was training. And they were like, what do you mean you was training? And he was like, just training.
Yeah.
Look like you've been training to me, James.
Like, where have you been training, James? Atlanta and Vegas.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Atlanta and Vegas are well known for personal training clubs.
Yeah.
And James Harden loves a personal training club.
Well, he may get some cardio out of it, you know.
Hey, like I've seen them pole workout classes. That shit needs upper body strength, cardio, like core strength, like.
Yeah, And
All-Star Weekend, I'm calling it. You know when they do like if we had one this year, where like they come up and you had Shaq doing the dance, and he was with like you're just gonna have Harden just come down on like a cradle.
I was just about to say, them kind of workouts in them strip clubs, it's like a whole workout, but it's not a whole workout, it's a whole workout, isn't it? Because it's holes on the pole. they swing round the pole. No. Moving on. I've got some more things. Sixers beat the Celtics. For everybody who's watching, Rich, Nath, anybody else, Mo,
Josh,
anybody who's Josh, all of you. I know. It's pre-season,
mate. I'm not saying anything. For the past 2 times, like the Bulls have won 2 games in a row.
And
I've been tweeting Banner 7.
I know, mate, but I'm telling you now, I was looking at that starting 5 the other day for the Bulls. I was watching the game. Like Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Wendell Carter Jr., and who was the other one?
Lowry.
And Markkanen. I'm telling you now, it's a young... There's a lot of potential there. And you've got a good coach now as well.
Do you remember when I said the Bulls could be an 8th seed?
Yeah, mate. Potential.
Joe laughed at me.
I'm still laughing, but just on the other side of my face now because it could actually happen. And the Knicks, like I watched Obi Toppin again the other night. Look great. So we're going into that now anyway. Actually, we're going on to kind of rookies. So the ones I've been most impressed with have been Lamelo. Again, Lamelo yesterday showed the other side of his game, which was his scoring. Again with his rebounding, but showed the scoring. And Lamelo, look, it's going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be fun watching him develop.
What I enjoy about Melo highlights is the generalized NBA fan not realizing that LaMelo hype videos aren't because he's the best and aren't because he's the best rookie potentially. Like, I get that other players that have played in the games have dropped big numbers and had great performances, but it's LaMelo. Yeah. Like, you're not going to a general person isn't going to click on a video of James Wiseman collecting 15 rebounds and whatever. But if I tell you, here are the best 2 dimes from LaMelo,
you're going to watch it.
Oh, 2 million views.
Unfortunately, and I can't remember too many. Zion's probably one of them. LeBron was obviously one. LaMelo's not even gone number 1, and he's already a superstar.
Like, it gives me shades of, like, I think there's generally, like, there's a player in each draft class, and there's a bit of hype around. Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons, there was like that kind of vibe. Like when he was, he didn't play much because obviously he did his like rookie year again. And it's that kind of like, but I think people just need to understand that like the Hornets are going to have LaMelo as their storyline.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anything. And it's nice to have a Hornets storyline that isn't fucking MJ.
I know. Do
you know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't going to be Terry Rozier, was it?
Who?
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, like the rookies have looked sharp. I was thinking about this on the way to like when I was on my way back, and I was like, are the rookies really good, or are we just basketball starved?
Maybe it could be both. I tell you what,
we haven't seen summer league. Like the seasons kind of just threw in.
Some of them look great though. Like that Malachi Flynn from Toronto looked great. Like he kind of overshadowed LaMelo.
But do you not just think like people need to respect as well? Like, yeah, okay, LaMelo's getting props, but do you know what? He is gonna make your rookie angry.
Yeah.
Like because they're gonna be like Malachi Flynn's gonna be like, I'm a baller.
Yeah, and
Like, I am a baller. And like all you're talking about is this fucking reality TV star
yeah,
who's like, oh, all three Ball brothers are in the league. You know, that lasted 4 days.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've had longer hangovers than Leangelo's NBA career.
Oh, had longer nights out.
That's because not anymore.
I know.
Tier three, tier three, tier three.
I'm
Like,
tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm teetotal.
I know. Elliot's tier 3. I'm tier 2.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, we're like literally next door.
But no, I mean, to be fair, rookies are looking good. Like
Deni, I was really impressed with, and I know you wanted Deni in Chicago. He's so measured in the way he plays, but efficiency. He was like 6 from 6 from the field, 3 from 3, 3 for 3 from 3.
but he's got that, you know, Kristaps, Luka,
Yeah,
Gasol brother. Like he ain't been playing with like,
superstars.
you know what I mean, with boys. Like,
Yeah,
he's been playing with men.
yeah.
Like, and EuroLeague is angry.
Tough.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's where, you know, like, there's some big boys in that.
Tough.
So, no, I mean, and it is nice to see, you know, the Wizards, like, a little bit of hype about the Wizards. You know, Westbrook and Deni Avdija, like, you know, Davis Bertans, who's arguably, weirdly, one of the most efficient players in the league. Like,
yeah. And
God, this podcast so far, mate, has just been propping up shit teams. Do you know what I mean? Like the Bulls, the Wizards, the Knicks, the Sixers, you know.
What? Honestly, I'll turn you off. I'll turn you off. I have that power, you know. I can just get rid of people. I'll bring somebody else in. I'll bring Shugs in. He doesn't live far.
He doesn't. Like, and just to clarify, people, like, he says he loves me, so he sent me a Christmas present.
I did send him a Christmas present. But there's a reason I sent that colourway.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, there was a reason I sent that hat, obviously. And it's a dope
nice,
hat. It's a dope hat
nice,
as well.
It is nice.
But we'll get to that a little bit later. And jersey news, all the earned editions leaked-ish. I don't... did they? Is
like,
that,
do you know what?
Then?
If I was some of the teams, I'd be praying it's a leak and it's like it's not real.
Yeah.
Because Miami Heat, I'm sorry, but like you've quote unquote been the franchise of the Nike era for your jerseys. The fuck is that?
Is it gold that? Because but they didn't.
It's Laker gold.
But they
Laker gold.
But they didn't win. If they'd have won the championship, right, I'd completely understand the gold jersey. And do you know what? It'd have been iconic, that. It'd been, remember when Miami won the and then their earned jersey was a gold jersey. That is dope. That'd be like go down.
Are you not copping that? Are you not copping that with like Jimmy Butler or Bam on the back of it? Like, do you know what I mean? But that thing's like, look, plus I'm also probably pissed off that like, because the Bulls never made the bubble, like we don't get one.
Yeah. And the Sixers had this. Sixers is basically this jersey, but with a bell in the middle. Same colour, same sleeves, but with a bell and then the number going in the middle of the bell. Like it doesn't actually say anything on the front, which is a strange one, but hey. The Blazers... I'll go down and kind of try and explain them all. Obviously, we spoke about the Miami one, but I'll start from the top with the Nets one, which is, from what I can gather, it's a play on the subways. I think.
Yeah, like that's cool. Like I like it.
The Celtics.
It gives me vibes of the court. Do you remember when they had All-Star game in Brooklyn?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, and the All-Star jackets had like that was cool. I like that. I like that.
I bet you can't guess what colours the Celtics is.
Probably like a bronze and like a dark teal.
It's green.
Okay.
Of course it is. It's green. It looks like it's just green. Anyway, bored of that already. The Mavs one's quite cool because it's like a throwback to the Dirk Mavs era, which I like.
I do like it. And just to shout out Liam Horsley, I hope I said your name right, who hits me up after every pod where I mention the Mavs and he tells me that I trashed them and I've got nothing positive to say.
You like this jersey?
I won't go far as like it,
but you understand
the best Maverick jersey.
Yeah.
But equally, it's like putting a chocolate flake in a dog shit, isn't it?
The Bucks jersey is just basic bitch.
But honestly, the Mavs jersey is quite nice. I like the idea behind it.
It's got antlers running up from the shorts up the side.
See, that's cool. Like, that is cool.
I
love the idea of like including your shorts in your design of your jersey.
The Nuggets have done it again because it just looks like that white pride jersey that they brought out. Remember?
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
No, which was one of the silliest things any team has ever done in the league, ever. But it looks like
and the Sixers drafted Markel Fultz. Do you know what I mean? So
I know exactly. Some strange things have happened, but that and this just looks like the same jersey. So very, very strange. The Rockets is just basic. It's just black with Rockets in red. No real. The Lakers is a black jersey. Going back to like the
I thought it was charcoal.
No, it's black. It's black.
Is it black?
Yeah. Going back to like the Kobe era black jersey that Kobe wore. So that's nice. That's nice. The Clippers is silver, which is probably the colour of the medal that they'll get this year when they get to the conference finals and lose. And do you know what they do? They do all have red and blue, and I looked into it, and it is Bloods and Crips.
Is it?
Yeah, honestly. Which is mad when you think about, like, you don't really want the gang culture kind of getting brought over into basketball. But at the same time, I suppose that is part of the kind of LA's history.
It's genius, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
because like when the NBA mention it and they go, "We've heard this has got gang affiliation," they can go, "But we wear red and blue."
Yeah, exactly.
And no Bloods are going to wear it because it's got blue on it. You know, it. No Crips are going to wear it because it's got red on it.
Yeah, but yeah,
and then they just sat there like.
I looked online after you showed me yours, and I was looking into it, and that is genuinely what it is, which is kind of dope in some ways because it is part of their culture, I suppose. Gang culture is part of LA culture, like, unfortunately, but it is what it is, isn't it?
It's nice though. Like, it's a nice jersey.
Yeah. The Magic one has got the old Magic logo, and it's white, and I think it may have stars down the side, which is dope. The Miami one's gold. The Raptors one is a strange one. It's kind of the
Raptors one is the one I'm most hoping isn't real.
Yeah, it's got purple on it, which is nice, kind of going back to that, but it's like in the OVO style. So it's got like black at the top and then purple down, and then it kind of, I think it's a play on. Remember the Raptors jersey that used to have the things down the side that, like,
the chevron.
Yeah, I think it's a play on the chevron. I think, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. The Sixers one we've mentioned. The Blazers looks like it's in black and white. It's like a Blazers jersey, but the white Blazers jersey, but it looks like you're watching it on a black and white TV. You imagine that in your head. The Jazz has gone back to like the old kind of Kelly green colour with the old Jazz logo. Not really a big fan. The Pacers have gone kind of the same, kind of Malice in the Palace vibes on that one. Thunder is shit like everything else about them. Why are you shaking your head? Who's what? Is it OKC fans, UKC fans, OKC? Are they going to shout at you again?
Just like I'm trying to be positive about the teams that I'm always negative about.
You know what though? OKC UK. Is that what it is? It's OKC UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is actually one of the most genuine people I know.
Oh, like Tom is legit a top guy.
Tom Snowden.
And it's a shame because he gets no help. Like his sporting teams, he's buggered for life. Sunderland.
But now it makes sense why he chose. Now he chose. But shout out to Tom because he is honestly one of the most genuine people in the community. And do you know what? That's kind of some of the reason why we bash OKC so much, because some people are actually quite touchy when you start talking about the team. But Tom takes it all in good humour. So shout out to Tom.
He does.
And he's an affiliate as well to the Throwback store.
And I love it because his name is Snow KC.
Yeah. Thomas Snowden. I once climbed up Mount Snowden. I don't know if it's related, but who knows?
Last episode 15. 2 wank jokes by Mark. We're going for a record.
Yeah, let's... But nothing's changed on any of the other ones, so why change now? The Spurs one is like kind of the old one. It's black and it's got like the spur on the side.
Like no fucking effort. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Suns one's kind of dope. I like the Suns one. It's black. It's got like the sun shine, like the sun ray, and it goes down from orange to purple incrementally, which is cool. And I think,
good word. I like that, incrementally.
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah. And
nice.
That is all of those jerseys in that earned edition category, which some of them are dope, some of them are terrible. Yeah, and that's them. Have you got a favourite out of those ones?
Probably the one that's the most bearable is the Celtics.
Yeah, just because it's normal. I like the Suns one. I must admit, I do like the Suns one. So I'm gonna go with the Suns.
I basically took the opinion that any team that had a dope City jersey has got a shit end jersey.
Yeah.
Suns, in my opinion, not the best.
Yeah, I like the Suns. I really like that.
Utah, they've just played it safe.
Yeah.
Nuggets, I've cocked it up. Not the worst, but not the best. Dallas Mavericks, decent jersey, like the Dirk vibes, deserves to have some kind of appreciation. He's a top 3 European player of all time. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah.
And shout out to the Knicks for really messing up the promo of the jersey. Just a quick one the jersey and the collab with Kith by doing a freestyle with Dipset, who I love. Dipset, by the way, massive fan of Cameron, massive fan of Joel Santana, massive fan of Jim Jones. But it's as though management have said, don't slag Dolan off, don't tell any truths, just pretend that you like everybody, and then we'll let you on the court and we'll let you do a freestyle.
It's like they've gone, so yeah, guys, like MSG, we're going to give you it. And what we need you to do is basically go, Jim Dolan is a great guy.
Yeah, exactly that.
And these real rough and ready, you know what I mean? Like New York rappers have gone, yeah.
Yeah.
The things I took away from that are the collab and the merch is fire.
Yeah.
The Air Force Ones are pretty dope.
Yeah.
And New Era need to get in touch. And I don't say this often because I'm not a New Era cap wearer. That Knicks Kith cap is fuego.
Yes.
I like that.
And
like that.
why we're just on a quick collab thing with the Knicks and Nike and Kith. Drake is also dropping his collab with Nike tomorrow called Nocta, which looks dope. I've seen a couple of pieces. I've seen Fredo drop some stuff on his Insta, and Heady One and a couple of other people. So that's dropping tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow, after this podcast, will not be tomorrow. It'll be probably 3 days ago. So it's dropping on the Saturday. This is going to be dropped on the Monday. But yeah,
you're all going to listen to this podcast and go, oh, yeah, that was the collab that I took all the L's on.
Yeah.
Just like I did on all of the Stussy stuff.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, going away from collabs, still in kind of sneaker kind of vibes.
Your segues have been fantastic this episode.
Yeah, I've done well.
I must say, like,
it's normally you who does really well with the segues. Ja Morant wore the Kobe 6 Protro Grinch, which I like. Obviously, it's not something that you could wear every day, but these are being dropped 24th of December. So, the green, they actually look really dope. It's something I'm going to go for. Probably not to wear, but just kind of keeping the collection. A couple of Jordans that are dropping a little bit sooner are the 13s, the Hyper Royal 13s, which
weren't big on them.
Karis LeVert kind of had a pair of them, didn't he? He was wearing them. In his Jordan brand kind of unveiling. They're dropping the 19th of December. I'm not a huge fan. The black and blue, you'll see the picture. I'll show you the picture when you watch this. And the other ones are dropping after Christmas on Boxing Day, 26th of December, which are the Nike Jordan 12 Varsity Red, which is dropping on Boxing Day, but nobody will be bothered about that on Boxing Day because the Throwback store drops on Boxing Day as well. So you'll all be... Another great segue there, by the way. I know, round of applause for me. I'll put some clapping in there. Huge drop. Some of the best stock I've ever had on. We've got Vice City jerseys. We've got... Throwback champion Jordans, we've got Pippins, we've got all sorts. But
what I love is, like, you say this, like, you go like, this is the best merch I've had, right? And like, I get it. Like, you could just say that as a marketing thing.
Yeah.
But it isn't. Like, it is like every, like, the levels. Like, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to sell Michael Jordan in a jersey.
Yeah. The levels, we're moving, aren't we? We're moving in the right direction. And with with the likes of your help doing the podcast and stuff like that, it just improves the Throwback store as a brand overall. So, like, obviously I appreciate your help in doing that, not just through the podcast, but just in general. You've supported since day dot. So, you've been there for that. And we've give some T-shirts away. We're going to go to questions in a minute. Before I do, Ginger Shaq's going to show you what you can win if your question is chosen as the best question. See, you get the Throwback Podcast T-shirt is what you get. I've sent one. Melvy's got one. He's been sent. Milko has been sent. I'm sure Wizards UK will be in touch tonight to give me his address so I can send his. But Ginger Shaq had the first one. He got the Christmas package through from the Throwback store.
I feel like, when like you get them like family and friend Jordans.
Yeah, this is what you get. You get snapbacks and T-shirts.
I love it.
Hey, perfect. Anyway, moving on to questions. Question time. Which is the part of the show we love the most.
We do. So we definitely do.
Choose a couple of questions. We've not had Stu. Stu Wilcox hasn't asked a question or not been chosen for a while. So I'll give Stu a chance on this one, a chance at the throne. And he was talking about he loved the James Harden smack this week. The Rockets are dreadful. The Gerald Green chat got me thinking about the cupcake dunk. What are your favourite 3 to 5 dunks in dunk contests? I think 1 to 3 would be easy, but the 4th and the 5th is kind of debatable. So I think he's thinking, like, obviously you've got your top 3. You've got Jordan from the free throw line. You've got Vince Carter doing his madness. And, like, yeah. And I don't know. My favourite dunk out of any dunk contest is the Aaron Gordon dunk.
Which one?
The one over the mascot under both legs, which he didn't win.
Literally, my favourite ever dunk in a dunk contest.
Like that. If we're talking,
I will accept that there may be a form of recency bias.
Yeah, of course.
Like, also when you have seen somebody in person put the ball underneath both legs, and you have stood face to face with the dunker who taught Aaron Gordon that.
Yeah,
you start to not appreciate like the NBA dunk contest as much.
No,
because you've watched unhuman things be done.
So me and Shaq last summer were both invited to the GG3x3 event. I'm going to call it. It is an event. It's not just a competition, is it? It's an event, and during this event, there's kids clinics and all great stuff goes on the Saturday, and then the Sunday they have the tournament. I had my pop-up shop there. G-Shack was doing some kind of MC work at the event, and we had what unfolded was probably the best dunk contest in British history, possibly.
And what we're going to do is we're not even going to describe it. Because we're going to tell you to head over to the GG3x3 and find out yourself.
Yeah, head over to the GG.
There's a video. There's a recap.
And check the recap video. It was Jordan Sutherland, Joel Henry. Who else was in it? Johan was supposed to be in it, got injured.
Johan. You had...
Ginger Shack's paused again. What keeps happening to Ginger Shack? He's like, he's here 1 minute, he's gone the next minute. He's probably still talking now, but he isn't here. He's back. Who was the young kid at the dunk contest anyway? Just going straight back into that.
Jordan George.
Yes, Jordan George, who did a madness as well because he'd never done a dunk contest before, but he jumps out the building. So anyway, go and watch that if you'd like, because it is genuinely dope. But anyway, we've just discussed that instead of discussing the question. But Aaron Gordon...
Blake Griffin over the car.
Yeah, and Jason Richardson off the backboard through the legs. I liked that one, going back a little bit. And then,
also the Dwight Howard double sticker dunk.
Yeah, that was cool. JaVale McGee, 2 balls, 2 hoops. That was a cool dunk. So, yeah, nice question. I feel like we've answered it-ish, but still...
Good question.
Great question. We got a question from Melvi, which was a good question. Sent it over on Twitter. Best Christmas Day jerseys and also your favourite past Christmas Day games. Great question. Very, very relevant to the time of year leading up to Christmas. Favourite Christmas Day jerseys for me were the sleeved ones with the big logos on the front. That was they're my favourite ones. I loved those jerseys.
My favourite ones were the scripture,
Yeah.
where they had the kind of like calligraphy.
Yeah.
And they kind of done a few, like, the colours were a little bit different. So, like, the Lakers was, like, purple.
Yeah.
And, like, white. And I love them ones. They're probably my favourite. And favourite game, Cavs Warriors. When it was...
That's exactly what I was just about to say. The Cavs Warriors games. And I think one season...
throwing down, like...
I remember, I'll tell you one that I remember going back a little bit further was the big Christmas Day game was the Lakers v Miami when Shaq had moved from the Lakers to Miami, and it was the first time that they were playing each other, and that was on Christmas Day, which was a big deal. So I remember that one. That's probably the one that I remember fondest. Obviously, it's some time ago now. A lot of the people who listen were probably only about 5 when that happened. But yeah, so great question. Great question. I'll see if I can just fit one more question in. Here's a good one, again, from Wizards Fans UK. Sup, fellas? Question this week is, what are your favourite pre-game warm-up tracksuits, e.g. 90s snapper pants, or like the 2018 with the hoodies, the Nike, the Adidas, or the Champion? I'll let you sound off.
I obviously a lot of time and respect for the OG, you know, like the Bulls, that kind of thing. The warm-up jackets just go hard anyway from that era, like starter jackets, and like Mitchell and Ness have like put some of them back together, kind of retroed them. But mine is probably, and I think I sold you one of the jackets, is the Adidas.
Yeah.
Kind of went that sort of silky vibe.
Yeah.
Like them. I like them. Like, and their warm-ups, they had the warm-up popper top polos.
Yeah.
There's only 3 buttons. And they just had that big team logo here. Like short sleeve. I like them. But equally, big fat, like I've got quite a few of the Nike stuff. Mainly because it's easily accessible. Nike's comfy. Like, it's nice to lounge in.
The Nike, I've got the Nike Showtime jacket. The expensive is the problem. Like, they're like 110, 115 quid, which is obviously a lot of money for a jacket like that. But what I will say is I've had mine. I get one every year. I've had the last 2. And they're really comfortable.
The City one for this year.
Oh, no. Shugs bought it the other day, didn't he? The black one, which was cool. I'm going to stick with Champion. I'm going to stick to what I know. The Champion warm-ups. I've got one here. A Sixers one for anybody who's watching. This is the Champion. Still got the tag on this, actually. Yeah. So these kind of warm-ups for me are, dope jackets and like what they wore back then. So that's the one I'd stick to. I'd stick with these ones, but I understand where you're coming from. I think everybody's put their own little spin on them, which is cool. This week question, we're going to have to go to Stu, aren't we? Because the other 2 have already got a T-shirt.
But equally, we're not just going to Stu because the other 2 have got them. It's a damn good question.
Yeah, the dunk contest question is a great question, but we're not just firing 15 T-shirts off to Melvi either. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody who keeps sending questions in. We appreciate you all, and we appreciate the support. And episode 15 done.
Yeah.
Are we going to look for another guest at episode 20?
I'm sure we can rustle something together.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. Right then, we will see you on the next episode. Peace.